I'm terribly sorry to trouble you, but you appear to be trespassing on my land. Care to explain exactly what it is you want?
Hey! Get back here! I wasn't finished speaking to you.
Given the way you just ran like that, I'll assume you're up to no good. So, come back with me to my manor and we'll discuss... Oh, for the love of the stars! Stop making me chase you! I've got a bad back. Gosh, you really are an insufferable little... Perhaps I should just let them go. I mean, they clearly never made it to my mansion, so I'm guessing they haven't stolen anything of mine. Oh yeah, I should probably just let them carry on running. It's of no consequence to me, is it? Where are they going? The exit's there. Come to think of it, how did... Oh my god. No! Oh, good god. Not the cave. Excuse me. Not the cave. Don't go there. If you're trying to escape, please use the front gate. I'll have my guards open it. Just don't run in there, please. Oh god, they're going straight in there. Shh. Listen. You absolute fool. You do not want to be in this cave, okay? Keep your voice down. We're gonna walk out of here very slowly, and then you can go. I don't care, alright? I don't care. I just wanted to see if you'd stolen anything. I wasn't gonna hurt you. Just do as I say, alright? Because if you don't, you won't be leaving this cave alive. Shh! No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me threatening you, you moron. Quiet. If you value your life, you'll stay silent. What dwells in this cave is not something you want to meet. Now, please, come with me. I'm trying to help you out here. You'll die if you don't. Oh, God. Oh, brilliant. You've woken the Sloo. Gods above. I didn't want to fly anymore today. Oh, my back, my wings. Oh. Come here. Oh, shut up. Come here. God, I hope you don't have motion sickness. If you throw up on me, I'm gonna punch you. Oh my God. Ow. Oh, my wings. You utter buffoon. You have no idea how close you were to death just now. Honestly, have you no survival instincts at all? That cave you so boldly ran into was not a refuge for you. It houses a creature known as the Sloo, a malevolent, soul-devouring fae. He acts as a sort of, well, for lack of better words, guard dog for me. Ow! Shut up! Let me finish. My relationship to the Sloo is not merely master and pet. To be honest, it's barely symbiotic. If anything, he's my master. But he can't really think for himself, he's just a beast, so I still work around him in that regard. I have no power over him. It wasn't that obvious. If he attacked you, I could not call him off. When he decides to feed, that's it. He's going to feed. The only reason he hasn't destroyed my manor and eaten me is because I keep him fed. He sees me as a food source, not a food itself. And that is the extent of our relationship. Oh, for God's sake, if you must know, he devours souls. And you, my dear trespasser, happen to be in possession of one. I mean, you're alive, aren't you? And you're human? You are damn lucky I reached you before he took it. Oh, God, my wings. Oh. My back. No, it's fine. God, stop asking if I'm okay. You're the reason I'm in pain. Sorry. I'm a grumpy old fool. I know you're just trying to be polite. My wings were damaged in a Fey war, and so was my spine. Ordinary tasks are tolerable, like human tasks, but flying, especially carrying another person, it's agonizing. That's why I keep the Sloo on my lands. Should any other Fey or magical beast come here with ill intent, which is the only reason why any other Fey or magical beast will come here, he keeps them at bay for me. I can't fight as I once did, as you could probably imagine. So, he fights for me. Though he doesn't realise he's fighting for me, he thinks he's just eating, but yeah, he protects me in a way. You're quite right, I can't command him. But this, my manor, my land, is the extent of his territory. So, like I said, he just thinks he's feeding and defending his territory, when in reality he's actually defending me in the process. It's kind of like when a tarantula carries a small frog into their nest, and that small frog defends the baby spiders from mites and whatnot. The frog doesn't realise he's defending the baby spiders, he just does it. That's kind of what's going on here. Like I said, it's symbiosis. He has the ability to sense power as well. He can track extremely strong souls and annihilate threats very efficiently. That's why he didn't follow us out of the cave. He doesn't perceive you as strong in the slightest. Well, do forgive me. But, in reality, your soul is so Lilliputian it barely registers on his radar. The only thing he really saw then was a small nuisance. He wouldn't have even eaten your soul, probably. Probably just would have killed you because you bothered him. You see, to him, you're... what a pigeon might be to you. Too much effort for far too little reward. So, that's why he didn't follow us out of the cave. It wasn't out of respect for me or anything. He just didn't see you as, well, worth his time, I guess. Listen, I don't want your apologies, okay? My back's better now. What I do want, though, is an explanation. You've caused quite a lot of trouble this morning. So, I believe you at least owe me an explanation as to why you were on my lands. It's very difficult to get onto my lands without great effort, and to be honest, given how ripped your clothes are, I'm guessing you went through that great effort. So, what are you doing here? Why did you come to me? You didn't intend to come to me at all. You just sought refuge? From what exactly? The most dangerous thing here, in fact, the most dangerous thing within a 1,000-mile radius is the Sloo, and by extension, me, a Fey. So, what exactly could have been worse than that? You didn't realise this house belonged to a Fey, did you? Well, that's hardly your fault. I very rarely speak to other humans, so it makes sense that you didn't know that. I doubt many people do. In fact, this little transaction is the first time I've ever had a proper conversation with a human. Unless I'm talking to the mailman or paying taxes, I never talk to your kind.
even though I live here. How funny. However, I am somewhat concerned you didn't even know we truly existed. Honestly, do they teach you nothing at school? Fae, such as myself, are known as Ishi, remnants of the ancient gods once called Toa De Danann. And yes, we are very powerful. And normally I wouldn't need that giant monster at the foot of my garden hiding in a cave to protect me. Normally I could crush a creature like that, but I've since lost my power. So, when I say we're powerful, I speak of my race, not me individually. Humans probably know very little about the Ishi. We only ever visit your world on rare occasions. When we do, it's not to integrate, of course, but rather to observe. A brief excursion for curiosity's sake. You humans have many magical creatures of use to us on your world, but as for yourselves, well, you serve very little purpose in our eyes, which is precisely why we so seldom make our presence known. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm here then, if we never normally talk to humans and I come from a different, much more pristine world. Well, I am somewhat of an outcast amongst my people, and I'm not really welcome on my world anymore. So, I am taking refuge here. Now, of course, I have the ability to create gold, purely out of thin air. Transmutation is a natural gift of the Fae. So, I was able to purchase this large manor. I did so specifically because there was a large cave at the foot of the garden which I was able to keep my Sloo in. But yes, I am not really here on my own fruition. I'm here out of necessity. So, now you know all of that. What are your thoughts? Yes, I still have to pay taxes. My God, that was your thought after all of what I just said. Humans are so remarkably droll. And on that note, I think it's time you answer the question finally. What are you doing on my land? What exactly are you taking refuge from, if you don't mind me asking, other than my Sloo? Your master. Huh. Okay. Who is your master, if you don't mind me asking? Oh. Yes. Yes, of course, I know of him. I've never spoken to him because I've never had any need to. But yes, he's the person I'm required to pay taxes to. Human law is so stupid. Either way, yes, I am aware of who the Baron is. To my knowledge, he lives in a castle west, doesn't he? And he's a very powerful individual. Powerful for a human, of course. He has no physical power. Frankly, it really makes me laugh when a human says another human's powerful because, in the grand scheme of things, they are all equally as worthless. Sorry, I digress. So you're taking refuge from your master, the Baron, who is the Baron of these lands. So, why on earth are you taking refuge from him? Did you try and steal from him, perhaps, or something like that? I'm not laughing at your circumstance, I just find it all so remarkably trivial. Still, I wish to know, and you will tell me. What did you do to the Baron to make him so wrathful towards you? Who were you to the Baron? Were you like a custodian of sorts? A servant. So was it thievery then? No, you always took your duties very seriously. Well, you couldn't have taken them that seriously if the Baron's after you. By the way, this is a very good place for you to take refuge because, well, if he came onto my land, I'd like to see him get past the Slooer. But still, I digress yet again. So you were the best servant he had. Okay, you were a good servant at least, and you did nothing wrong. And yet, you were running from him like he was going to end your life if he caught a glimpse of you. So, what did you do to piss him off so much? He wanted you to do something for him that you didn't want. And, what, pray tell, was that? You don't want to talk about it? Oh, right. That sort of thing. Yet another reason why humans are such worthless animals. You don't have to tell me exactly what he wanted you to do, because I can guess. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I really am. You seem like a innocent soul. I can sense your energy, and you're not a bad person at all. You're a weak person, but you're not bad. Somewhat mischievous as well. But again, not bad. So you didn't deserve to be abused in such a way. I'm guessing he wanted you to do that terrible act recently, and you broke free of whatever bindings he was using, and you've been on the run. And that's why you ended up on my lands. You were running, and you had nowhere else to go. Listen, my manor is currently just me and my Slooer. I don't really have anything to offer you. We grow all of our own food. When I say we, I mean I grow all of my own food. And I'm able to harness spiritual energy, which is how I feed my Slooer. I'm not using actual spirits, I'm just using my own energy, really, to keep him going. So, yeah. This place isn't probably the best place for you to take refuge. There's very little here, and it's very dangerous. Also, naturally, the reason why I have the Slooer protecting me isn't just because something bad might happen, it's because it does happen quite frequently. As you know, I'm an outcast. I was a general amongst the Fae. There were two opposing kingdoms. One kingdom wanted the land of the other kingdom, and the other kingdom wanted the land vice versa. It was a really ridiculous and stupid argument where an awful lot of people got killed over nothing. Over two very powerful and very ridiculous Fae kings squabbling. Anyway, I was a general. And in the war, I had a choice to make. It was destroy an entire innocent village of Fae, or end the war by destroying my own king. I'm not going to go into detail, as you didn't go into detail with your woes, because it's painful, as you understand. But naturally, when I saw the children, the Fae children, when I saw the innocent blue-collar workers, the farmers, I couldn't do that. And I looked at my king, and I didn't see what I saw in them. I didn't see innocence. I didn't see sadness. I didn't see people who were being thrust into a war that they did not start. I just saw a spoiled bastard. And I took my own king's head off. I had to face the wrath of the entire army I once generaled. And they very nearly killed me. They broke my back, destroyed my wings. And I was just quick enough to make it through a portal into the human world. The Fae wouldn't take their war to the human world because it upsets the balance of the universe. So, this is where I stay. But a few of the old king's loyalist guards, my friends, do take it upon themselves to make an excursion to this place and try and kill me. The Slooer is actually the least of your problems. The real problems are the people who want my head. So if you're asking if you can stay here, I know you didn't directly ask me that, but you were hinting at it. It would be very dangerous. Very dangerous. Would I protect you? I've just told you I'm not taking you on, so... Even so, I wouldn't be able to protect you. My wings are shot. My back is crippled. Against a fully grown, fully in health Fae, I'm useless. Absolutely useless. You'd be much better off going somewhere else. It would be just as dangerous for you outside of here. The Baron has spies everywhere, including outside the country. Gosh. I suppose you have a real potential to ruin him, don't you? Because after what he did, well, that's considered immoral and illegal in everybody's eyes, and if you told that story, and rumours got out about what the Baron really is, his power could be compromised, so it does make sense that he wants to put you down. It makes sense that putting you down is a high priority, so... You're right. If you did leave here, you would be killed. Almost certainly. So I guess that means I was right then. You was about to ask if you could stay here permanently. That's not a Fae ability, that's called intuition. Something you get from years of interacting with people. God. You have been a pain in the arse ever since I met you, you know that? It's literally been like 20 minutes, and in that time, gosh, you've caused so much trouble. But I suppose, given the fact that I'm the only person who lives in this giant mansion, it does get a little bit lonely. And now, and this is only if I do decide to let you stay here and take refuge in my home. If I do, I wouldn't do anything of the sort that your master attempted to do to you. So, you'd be absolutely safe from me in that regard. But still, between the Fae attacks and trying to keep the Sloo happy, it's not going to be easy. I suppose you're absolutely right about that. It wasn't easy for you back at the Baron's place, was it? That is true. It's scary to think that being here surrounded by monsters like me, like the Slooer, like the Fae, is actually safer for you than being around humans. Gosh, there is countless reasons why I don't speak to humans, but meeting you has really given me the extra push I needed to never ever want to integrate with you people. What's that? I'm not a monster. I'm sorry, that was hyperbole. But still, I'm vastly different from you, and I have wings, and I guess in your eyes I'm quite strange, aren't I? So I was just being sarcastic, I guess. What? Are you giving me commands now? You don't want to hear me say that I'm a monster ever again. Okay, I guess I won't then, if that's what you wish. Okay, listen. I'm gonna let you stay here, right? But it's on a provisional basis, alright? If I think your life becomes extremely threatened by whatever happens to me next, whether it be an attack from the Fae or I lose control of the Slooer, I'm gonna have to let you go. Do you understand that? I know, but still, I don't want your blood on my hands, rather selfishly. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I will take you on. But wait. Before you get all excited and happy about that, here's the thing. In return for me protecting you from the Baron, and letting you stay in my manor, I am gonna want something in return. And no, it's nothing creepy or anything like that, of course. What it is... Well, you see, given the fact that it's just me here, it gets very... unkempt, my manor does, so I'm going to be taking you on a employment basis. And what you're going to do is clean for me, cook for me, and just generally keep my manor in check. Is that okay with you? I guess it kind of has to be if you wish to live, but I mean, you can at least argue your point to me and I'll try to listen. You know, I haven't laughed in a really long time. I think your sharp wit and your charm, you really do bring out a unique side of me. I think it would be very wrong of me not to take you on. Not because you'll be killed if I don't, but also just because I think you'll be good for me, you know? And I also think I'll be good for you because, you know, I'm not a scumbag. So yeah, alright. You can take refuge here in return for work. Is that a deal? Alright, I'll hold out my hand, and you shall shake it, as is custom amongst your people. Right, well, I should probably show you off the roof, shouldn't I? No, not throw you off the roof, sorry. Did that sound like I said throw you? I should show you off the roof. You see that door there? That leads to my manor, so we'll go down there, alright? Why don't we just fly down? I can't, I've got bad wings. No, it's not your fault for not remembering. It's, this whole situation must be very overwhelming for you. But, yeah, my wings, they were damaged in the war. So, I don't tend to fly. Ever, really. Except earlier when I was rescuing you. I only ever fly in emergencies. But, yeah. It's not your fault for not remembering. Please don't blame yourself, it's okay. You think my wings are beautiful? Thank you. In, amongst the Fae, in our culture, wings are, they're something we use to, Oh gosh, this is embarrassing, but there's something we use to woo a potential partner, so to speak. And typically well-kept and pretty wings like mine, well, I used to be quite the catch back in the day, before I got all the scars and the cracks. You still think they're beautiful? Thank you. It's been a very long time since somebody's complimented my wings. If you had wings, I'm sure your wings would be equally as beautiful. Well, it is a compliment. Alright, shall we go down then and let me show you around the place? You want to ask me something else first? Okay. What is it? How can I help? No, you can ask me anything. Why have you gone all shy all of a sudden? You're blushing, right? Isn't that what humans do when they're, flustered? Honestly, I'm not going to be mad. You can ask me whatever you like. If you ask me something weird, I'll just bully you about it. I won't get mad. I never get mad. Gosh, I'm sorry. I can really see the abuse you went through just then. Because of how scared you were to speak freely. You've obviously been in a situation where speaking freely was reprimanded in not a nice way at all. You know, around me you can speak freely always. There's never going to be a situation where you can't tell me what's truly on your mind. Because though you are my employee, you're still a person with a soul. And I'm not going to abuse you. So please, speak freely and don't get upset. And don't be scared that I'm going to get mad. For as long as you work for me, and thereafter, I will not hurt you. Do you understand that? I can't promise my Sloo won't hurt you. I can't promise the Fae won't hurt you. Though I will do everything in my power to protect you, still, from me, I will not hurt you, and I will do everything I can to keep you safe. So, knowing that, speak freely. Okay. I'm not mad, I guess I'm a little flustered myself. You want to touch my wings? That's considered very intimate amongst my people. No, please don't be alarmed or don't feel like you've offended me or nothing. It's not that intimate. It's just kind of like, it's like what kissing would be, you know? We kiss as well, but I mean, it's about that same level as, you know, it's not too intense, but it's also, it's maybe not kissing. It's probably more like a very warm embrace, I guess. I don't know. Look, our wings are very sensitive, so when we touch them, no, please, let me finish. Gosh, you really are a nervous little thing, aren't you? Stop being nervous around me, okay? Look at me. Stop being nervous around me. You can trust me. I will not hurt you. I will not reprimand you. I will not do anything to cause you harm. So please stop panicking in my presence. Around me, you're safe. You're not safe around the things that follow me, but you are safe around me, okay? Good. Now, as I was saying, our wings are very sensitive. So, amongst the Fae, there's this thing that let's say I'm getting to know somebody in a intimate fashion, and we're together. If they were to trace their fingers around the spines of my wings, that would be very, very romantic indeed. And it is something that only lovers tend to do. But I suppose just generally touching them, just to see what they feel like, that's not that big of a problem. So, if you did want to touch them, maybe you can very briefly. No, it's fine. It's fine. You're more than welcome to. Just here, feel this part here. Yeah, just above my shoulder. Okay, that was kind of a little bit... No, it just... when you get that funny feeling in your stomach, like shoots from your stomach to your chest, like butterflies almost, it's still... Sorry, I didn't mean to make you jump. But you've touched them now, so, yeah, there you go. Those are my wings. I'm sorry they're so scarred. I mean, it probably doesn't really mean anything to you, because humans are not particularly wing connoisseurs, of course, but amongst my people, gosh, seeing wings like this, it would bring a tear to their eyes. All these scars, all these holes from the various blades that pierce them, and this broken part here. I do miss my old wings. If I had them back, I'd be able to protect you so much better. No, there's no healing them. Wings don't heal. They're immensely strong, normally. They are very, very powerful. In fact, some scholars argue that they're the root of the phase power. But there's no healing them. They're like steel, Steel is very, very hard. It's very difficult to break, but once it is broken, you can't just stick it back together. It has to be completely reforged. Because you can't reforge skin and bone. Though I love your optimism, and I find you very comforting, so thank you. But no. Gosh, did you hear that? Looks like it's about to start raining. Please, accompany me inside, and I will show you to your expected duties, and if any of them are out of the realms of your comfort, then we can discuss it. And I guess, more appropriately, I can show you to your new home, where you'll be safe and treated with respect. It's going to be nice having company for once. I always considered myself a solemn creature, but I just think that I was telling myself that for comfort, I think deep down, I really need this. I think we both do, don't we? So, without further ado, follow me. Let's get you home.